Yael Varnado joining us on the couch to discuss some of today's hottest health topics. Welcome.
Thank you.
So let's talk about postmenopausal women.
Yes.
They need to cut back on what?
On diet drinks, fruit juices that are diet fruit juices. So there's a study that came out, not that says they cause problems like heart disease or obesity, but there might be a link.
Okay, but you know what? I think that so many people reach for them, and it's so. What age range are we talking here?
So this study looked at women that were over 62, and they looked at other factors as well too. But it was an observational study. So I really want to caution people that although they're coming out saying if you've had menopause and no more kids and you're reaching for a diet, whatever, don't. They just found that you might have other risk factors that increase your potential for having heart disease and stroke and obesity. So they're telling people, cautioning them to stay away from these and maybe reach for water and things like that instead.
Okay, well that's always a good idea anyway.
Of course.
Okay, so now are we closer to a test that can predict a heart attack?
Yes.
Whoa,
Which is very interesting. So normally if you go into an ER, you get these things called troponins, this blood test. Now there's a new test that might be coming out soon, it still has to be investigated, that can actually look for some inflammatory cells that have kind of come off of a little plaque in some of your arteries and traveled into your blood. And that would actually, if they find that marker, would be put you at high risk for maybe having a heart attack. So this is really, really good for people who are at risk, who come into an ER with chest pain, because we admit so many people keep you overnight, keep you from your family because you come in complaining of chest pain, that this could actually be a good predictor of who's actually at high risk.
And who has gas.
Yes, well,
exactly.
Indigestion.
Yes.
Yeah, but you know what, this is going to be really good for those, and I'm not making light of this at all, but the centers in Florida that have like wait times for the emergency room, and so this could be a great test to help them out.
Yes, because every minute counts. I mean, if you're having a heart attack, every single minute counts. And if you can exclude people who aren't at risk versus identify those who are, you can really save lives.
Sure.
Yeah. Carolina, I don't know if you know this, is a 3-time texting grand champion. This woman can text.
I'm pretty good.
It's amazing.
I can write a book, actually.
But now there's a study about texting and breathing problems.
Yes. So a lot of us text with our fingers like this.
Right.
And you can actually get arthritis in your thumbs. Then there's folks that swipe. That's probably a better way. But most of us text in a position where we're hunched over. So we're rounding our shoulders forward. We're not really allowing our lungs to expand like they should. Okay. And our heart is working harder. So show me how you text.
Yeah, you're right.
I actually do that as well.
Focused, so you're down like this.
And you don't want anybody peeking either at what you're writing. So you do it like this.
Pictures, all that stuff. And so
John's big on Snapchat.
Yeah.
So make sure that if you're texting, give yourself a little bit of a break. Expand your shoulders back. Stretch a little bit, because you can actually that bad form that you have can be bad for your lungs.
You know what I worry? I worry about this generation that's coming up. My 15-year-old daughter, she does write books on this stuff.
Totally.
And it's like they're constantly like that. I worry about eye problems, carpal tunnel,
and
absolutely. Now the lungs.
Yeah. That's it. I know, one more thing to worry about. Okay, and finally now, married couples, they have a lower risk of heart disease. This is great news.
Yes. So it's been proven for many years. Studies have shown that men live longer when they're married.
That's
not only women, but men do, at least 5 years. But because being married kind of keys into this pleasure center in your brain, and it lowers your blood pressure, your cholesterol, it's good for you, it lets you live longer.
Oh, wow. And you know what I also heard makes you live longer? Having babies. And you are going to be having a baby.
Having a baby pretty soon.
Yes.
This is exciting.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You're going to have to give me tons of tips.
Absolutely. You're always welcome here on the couch. We love seeing you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.